Hi, I'm Sally Dietlein. I am one of the founders of Hale Centre Theatre, and I am a mom. And I have 4 kids and 19 grandchildren. Well, one of them's on the way. It's 18 and a half right now. Very fun. Well, I was born in Utah, but when I was 10 years old, my dad got a transfer to Lander, Wyoming. And in Lander, I grew up in a very rural situation, but we had a great education. Was able to learn piano and do dancing and have such fun up there. And I was kind of a big fish in a little pond doing that. Went down to Brigham Young University and found out that I was a little fish in a big pond of just amazing, talented people down there. And I met my husband there in a singing group called the Sounds of Freedom, which now they combined that with the Air Ambassadors. They all became one group. But anyway, we were put together as partners and we liked it that way. And so eventually we got married. He had a life in theater and I was getting a degree in theater. I had a minor in theater and then I taught English composition, speech and drama in high school, had a ball teaching. So we just kind of worked together in things that we love. My favorite thing, and the thing I thought I was always going to be, is just a mom, you know? And all of a sudden I got landed into this amazing big business that just kept growing and growing, and I'm dragging 4 little kids. I mean, I had 4 of them, 6 and under. And I was dragging them onto the stage, and we had to have them on stage to know where they were at that point. So we'd always kind of find a slot for them or make them clean under the seats or do whatever needed to be done at the theater to keep them with us. And in a frenzy one time, I said to Grandma Hale, my husband's grandmother, Ruth Hale, I said, I don't know what to do. And she said, you know, one time somebody asked me how I had 6 such amazing kids. And she said, oh, well, that's easy. You just handle them with the proper amount of neglect. So I know I have a t-shirt somewhere that says that, and that's the way I conducted my life. And I decided that life balance is not a thing. It's always out of balance. You're like a tennis player where you're trying to move one way or the other and be ready to shift whenever you can. As a mom, a working mom, that's what I had to learn to do. But oh my gosh, it's been fun. It's been really an interesting ride. I mean, we started the theater in 1985 when Grandpa and Grandma Hale got tired of retirement and asked my husband and I, Mark and me, if we would come down and help them begin a new theater in Salt Lake City with their other daughter, who was also named Sally, and her family. And we all got together and began a theater in South Salt Lake on 2801 South Main Street. And it was really something. We had a goal to only spend $30 on a show. So we rotated furniture in and out of our houses to be able to do that. It was when the floral Waverly fabrics were in, and I had a floral Waverly couch, and it would rotate in about every other show because we'd have living room shows. And one time a man said to us, I will not come back if I see that couch on that stage one more time. So it stayed permanently in my house, and we began to start spending a little bit more to be able to make those sets. But growth was such an interesting thing, not only in how much we needed to spend, but in the number of people we needed to operate the theater over time, and the number of people who kept coming in the door. And we operated in South Salt Lake for 13 years, and during that time, we had to expand the theater 3 times. It was amazing seeing people continue to want more and more of the kind of theater that is family-based, something that anyone can come to. We love to say that we play from ages 5 to 105. And so that brings families in, and that's what we wanted to have happen. And so they loved that, and we outgrew that first theater. We formed a partnership with West Valley City and built a second theater. We were there for 19 years, and in that theater, we designed a new stage that just absolutely did not exist anywhere in the world. So to get a stage to move in circles and up and down independently We just couldn't find an engineer in the United States to do that. So we finally found one in Montreal, Canada, that wanted to try. And long story short was the birth of that first moving stage that no one else had. And growing with that was amazing. We got to the point where we were doing 16 performances a week, and we couldn't keep up with it. And so we needed to make a third move, and it is now the brand new theater in Sandy, right on I-15. And we have 2 theaters in there and are building a third. We opened that in 2017. It has just been so delightful to be a part of a community which really loves the arts, really supports the arts. We're not a community theater, but we are the community's theater. We love feeling like we're part of that. It's been a great ride.